What's up, everybody, and welcome to the season 1 finale of A Key with Kiyoshi. I am your host, Kiyoshi. And man, we got a superstar in the building today. Okay, you may know him from his role as Darius Merriweather on the show Friday Night Lights, or as a finalist on season 3 of X Factor. But I found him, okay, from his single NASA, and I've been here ever since. He's Grammy nominated. He's one of the only Libras I can tolerate. Okay. He is Josh Levi.
What is good? That's hilarious. I want people to say that before they intro me every time. The only Libra I can tolerate. I like that.
It's just all of the relaxed energy. You're okay. I've been done very dirty, by your kind. You're so proud to be a Libra. Why is that?
I'm ready. The reason I agreed to do this is because I'm here to debunk the Libra hate. It's time for that to be over. We have to bring that to a stop. There's a huge misconception. Libras are not about the drama. They are chill. They are. They have great taste. And I'm just so proud to be a Libra. I wouldn't want to be anything else in the world.
So wonderful. I'm a Capricorn. Shout out to all my fellow Earth signs.
Yeah, I like Capricorns.
Okay.
December.
Christmas Eve, yes.
Oh, nice.
Y'all up in the air. It's fine. A little indecisive.
Definitely indecisive. I can definitely own up to that. That's probably my least favorite trait of myself, and something I work hard on, because it does not make it easy to be an artist when you're indecisive.
Absolutely.
I feel like decision making.
There are positive things about Libras. Y'all aren't completely horrible. I'm, being an earth sign, I'm very consistent. I find y'all have issues with that as well. You can't tell I feel personally afflicted. My ex was a Libra. My ex was a Libra, okay?
Oh, listen, there you go. Okay.
No shade. I have Libra friends as well. I love them. It's just the Libra men. So I was like, when I found you, I was like, oh, he's dope. I like him. And I watched the interview. I was like, God damn it, he's a Libra. I can't avoid y'all at all. It's so annoying. But today, I want to talk about a bunch of things. But the title of this episode is Stage Performance. This is one of the only men, in my opinion, that's given the full package, hitting the stage. And I want to talk to you about all of that. But first and foremost, what's clear to me is that you've worked on your craft quite a bit. So I want to know what parts of your artistry came naturally to you and which ones you really had to work for.
I've always loved performing. That's like my favorite part of this shit. That's the only reason I continue to do it. There's other parts that's cool about being an artist, but there's nothing I love more than performing. I've loved it ever since I was a kid. I was in church on the stage when I wasn't supposed to be as a kid. I was at every single talent show and showcase and any stage I could be on that my mom could sign me up for in Houston. I was on that stage. So I don't know. I think I just, at an early age, I got obsessed with the feeling of using my gift and my power to create an experience for someone that took them to another place.
Yes.
And I early on found Michael Jackson and Beyonce and amazing performers, and I remember looking at them as superheroes and being like, whoa, are these like real people? And I've been mesmerized by them ever since to this day. And I really love performing.
Okay. That seems like your safest space, the space you're most comfortable. Is there anything about being an artist that you were like, damn, I gotta work on this, or it didn't come as naturally, whether it be like maybe the recording process, writing, anything like that?
I think more so just being open with people. The Libra in me, well, I don't know if this is a Libra thing, but I'm just very private and I'm very chill. So sharing my life and my stories, I love to do that through the music. But outside of that, it's like not necessarily my personality. But that's why I love writing the things that I write, because music is kind of like a forum for me to just, that's where I can talk shit. That's where I can air out, things.
Yeah.
That's where I can tell my story. That's where I can do, like, address things. But, yeah, the part of being an artist of just like being seen all the time and sharing so much of myself all the time, that definitely is something I'm still getting used to. But recording, I like. I love writing. I'm in my studio right now. I have a home
Okay.
studio. I'm writing all the time, creating all the time.
So he said music's coming. That's what's he.
Absolutely,
He said more
absolutely.
music is coming. Okay. Well, as far as performing goes, how do you get in the zone? Do you take your contacts out? what helps you? What
Did
helps you
you know
lock
that I wore
in?
contacts, or did you just say that?
No, I do. I knew.
You knew that? Oh wow, wow. She knows her stuff.
Listen, I ain't deep dive too far. I ain't want to be too weird about it, but I did a little bit of research because I watch stage performers. I'm a vocalist myself. None of my listen. We ain't got to talk about me, but I'm very zoned in when especially when I go see people live because usually you can see the wheels turning and I can never see your wheels turning.
Really?
And for me, I'm like, oh, I need to figure out how he got like that. Like, how do you lock in? How do you stay present when you're on stage or like doing a live performance for like Vivo?
Um, that was one of my favorite performances. I transform into Bruce Wayne right here.
The Batman
That's
okay.
my alter ego. It's so funny. One of my friends were over the other day, and they were like, "Josh, can I ask you something?" And I hate when people ask me permission to ask me something. If you have to ask permission to ask me a question, you probably
Makes me
shouldn't ask it.
scared. Yeah.
Right. And she was like, "You're so chill. Like, who is that person like in your videos and when you perform? Like, who is that?" And I was like, "That's me still. I'm just a layered person. There's like the side of me where like the Batman like superhero comes out, and then there's like the very chill guy. But um, I do wear contacts. I do wear prescription glasses. Like, I don't know, like bass, 808s, and just music, live music. The second I hear it in my in ears, I just immediately get energized, and then the blood in my veins just like gets energy, and
Yeah.
I'm like locked in right away. Actually, the second I have a mic in my hand, I'm locked in right away.
Come on. Yeah, it shows. It definitely shows. And I notice like sometimes you'll wear shades, sometimes you don't. Like, do you like eye contact as far as like performance? Do you prefer more intimate settings or like the bigger space where you can't see people? Like, does that affect you at all?
Yes, it does. It really does depend on the vibe. Like, I love looking people in the eye, um,
That's
but I also
dangerous.
love
That's
shades.
dangerous shit. I'm sorry. You
Yeah,
can't, you can't do that.
I like that deadly, intimate, direct eye contact that goes like pierces through the eye when I'm singing to you. But I love glasses too. It kind of depends on how I feel that day. It's not necessarily like a calculated thing, but I do generally love bigger spaces more because I have like, it's so weird. I guess I have a bigger personality when it comes to being on stage. So I feel like I'm dumbing myself down for like stripped versions of stuff or like
Mm.
more intimate settings, and those are the settings that I tend to get more nervous. But if it's something where I'm allowed to fully be myself, then there's not like one nerve in my body at all. But like for live performances and stuff, I kind of, what I try to do is just treat everything the same. So whether it's Vivo or it's my headline tour or it's like I'm opening whatever, I still try to bring the Josh Levi experience approach to every situation. But you got to read the room, like you don't want to be
Yeah.
that nigga that's doing the most, and that's not the vibe. Like, you got to
Right.
read
No,
the room.
my favorite it was all over again, the Vivo performance where I found that I was like, oh, this nigga's performing like who's in the room? Who's in the room? He
I
said,
don't care.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
one thing
It
about
was
me. I do not give a flying F. Like, I don't care. I it's the experience either way for me.
right.
Like I said, if it's just not the vibe and like I need to chill out, but I'm not a chill person when I have a mic in my hand, really. So for Vivo, I remember there was like for those things, it's somewhat of a big production. So there's a bunch of people on set and stuff. But I just had my New York show the very next day, and I was like, this is not going to be any different from my New York show tomorrow.
That's
And I just brought the
awesome.
same energy.
Absolutely. So, how would you win over a crowd? Like, I don't know if you've done any festivals or like opened up for anybody, but do you have like any tactics for grabbing attention? They're like, they ain't never seen you before. They're like, oh, this is Josh Levi. How you win over a crowd?
For me, I think is I guess I'm empathic in a way, in that I match the energy of the people.
Okay.
So I try to bring a lot of energy, and then I kind of it's like a conversation. Performing is kind of like a conversation to me. So I haven't done a festival. I'm hoping to do a couple this year. I would love to, but in my head, like going out on a festival, it's like to me just bring as much energy as I can,
Yeah.
and talk to the people, like respond based on the energy that they give me. But I've also been in a lot of situations where people give me no energy at all, and I just
Oh,
still like step up to the plate and give it all I got until the last song. But yeah, for me it's like energy, and yeah, I mean, and just giving it all. I feel like that's the most that I can do. If you don't know my songs, or if you don't like my type of music, there's not really much control I have over that. But what I do have control over is giving you the Josh Levi experience with all of it, and then and then leaving it there.
I feel like yeah, because you could pick and choose. I feel like even if somebody saw you and say they weren't like the biggest fan of R&B, I feel like they'd come away being like, "Damn, that nigga performs. Like he was really moving across the stage. Like he was really doing what needed to be done." And I think that's a testament to your talent.
Thank you. Thank you. That means a
I
lot.
Oh,
Because
you're
I know
welcome.
you actually, you don't, I know that you're a real fan of music, and you, you're actually like consuming and listening and watching and like seeing what's happening in music and in pop culture and in R&B. So, you saying that means more to me than like, I don't know, a label, someone in my team being like, you did great, or you're a great performer. Because I
Oh.
know that you actually like music and you're watching everything. So,
Yeah, I'm watching. I gotta watch everybody. It's part of my profession.
yes.
But I don't. My channel is for the girlies. I say this all the time. Like when I stepped into the space, I didn't see like a lot of people reacting to like black women specifically. So I started catering to that, and I just haven't had that many men on my channel. And now they all like, oh, we know you like Josh. You was like, yeah, come on, react to Josh's project. But I knew I was doing this, so I was like, hey y'all didn't get a reaction to this too because
No,
I'm talking to him.
we
Yeah.
still need that reaction. We'll
What I
see.
did
We
it.
still need it though.
Listen, I didn't listen to the I heard ego. I haven't listened to birthday dance. I haven't listened to any of the other deluxe tracks. So you want it? You want okay.
I think so. You might as well. You might as well. If you haven't reacted to this too, or you listened to this too?
I did listen to this too. It's my
Oh,
favorite. She Keeps Coming is my favorite track.
oh wow,
So yes,
nice. I wasn't
yes.
expecting that. Yeah, I mean, see how you feel. I love watching people's reactions. Even the ones that like are bland or just where they're just like, it's still interesting to me. There's not a lot of those, thankfully, but every now and then there'll be some where they're like, I like it. I like the other song better, or oh, interesting. But mostly it's like positive. But I love just watching people's like genuine, authentic reaction to the shit that I do.
Yeah, and I can't speak for everybody else. Y'all know I only react to people I enjoy because otherwise it wouldn't be no damn video. I would just be sitting there, very dry, very boring. Like, oh, okay, that's okay. But I'm enthusiastic about. So we could do that. Yeah, I'm so down.
Could be a vibe. I don't know.
Absolutely. Okay, I want to know. I want you to paint a picture for me because I know you're a creative as well. What is your dream performance? I want you to set the scene. What are you wearing? Do you have dancers? Do you have a
Damn.
set? What's the location? What's the vibe?
Dream performance. Wow. I would love to. I think an arena is like my first thing. Of course, damn, I have so many things I would love to perform at. I would love to perform at the VMAs. Actually, let's start there. The
Come on.
VMAs to me is like such a cultural iconic VMAs slash BET Awards, cultural iconic, just stage to be on. And so many of my favorite performances have been like at an award show, on the award show stage,
Yeah.
from Michael to Beyonce and Jay
Shout out
Z.
Beyonce 2006 Deja Vu performance. Thank you.
Exactly, absolutely. Absolutely. Eminem, Usher, so many, like, to me, that's like one of my first things I would love to accomplish. It just make a moment. There would be definitely a lot of dancers. There would be visuals. There would be a dance break. The
Come
mic,
on.
the mic would be on.
Go, come say it. Say it one more time. Say it one more time. The mic will be what?
The mic, like Prince said, my mic is on.
Come on.
I don't know. I would just create a world, man. I would like, I would love a full production. Yeah, I don't know. I would just bring people into Josh Levi world for that 5 minute slot or 3.5 minute slot. I don't know how long it is, but that's like my dream is like to have an opportunity to just say something at
Yeah.
the VMAs or at the BET Awards, and yeah, with choreo, with production, with like some visuals and smoke, and
I need him to have full range of the space. He needs to be able to walk down the aisles. He needs to be
yep,
able to.
I'm gonna flip that shit upside down. I'm
Come
gonna be
on.
everywhere, no restraints, no rules, no limits.
A possible
Yeah,
costume change if there's time. All of that.
yes, yes, yes. Like that. That would be. And you said, what am I wearing? I don't know. The when it comes to fashion, it's really based on how I feel. Like I don't really have like a futuristic like idea or vision of the things that I wear in the future. I just constantly collect inspiration, and then however whatever I wherever I am in that moment is kind of how I dress. But when I perform, I always perform in like boots and baggy jeans, and never really jackets. It's like I move around a lot and I don't like to be hot. And when I'm dancing too, so
I seen you in a vest or two. I was like, it was giving no shirt in a vest. And then the bag of
vest. I
that.
love a vest. Yes, vest is like you're. I'm always in a vest.
Yes, sir.
Vest, maybe glasses, maybe not. Maybe the grill, maybe not. Definitely jewelry,
Oh, we love
in
the grill
ears.
though. How is it hard to sing with the grill? That's a
People
random
always
question.
ask that. It's not. It's not at all. I sing.
Okay.
I've sung with it so many times. One thing I dislike. I feel like I will never have the mic that goes like this. I've never wanted. I've never liked
Oh,
that for
the
myself.
Britney mic? You don't like the
Yeah.
Britney mic? Oh,
Not for me. I
yeah.
hate it, honestly. I hate it.
Damn.
It's cool on other people, but I will never like that for me.
That's fine. That is perfectly fine. Listen, you can save that for the girlies. We like the
Yes,
we
yes. The
like the head
girls,
mics.
the ladies can definitely they eat that up. Like for me, it's not. It's not. I just love holding a mic in my hand. Like
Absolutely.
that's. I feel like if without that, I won't have like my superpowers. But the mic to me is, I don't know, something about like holding it.
I love that. There's also no Melodyne on the mic, ladies and gentlemen. That's his voice. It's just that
No
smooth.
Melodyne. I've wanted that many times, but I
But you
have yet
don't
to.
need it though.
Well,
It makes
Melodyne
it
is like
crispy. Like, yeah.
yeah, it's just like the commercial crispy sound. Melodyne is more so like fixing the specific pitch of every single note. But just like having tune and reverb on a mic is like just a standard. Sometimes I don't think I've even I don't know if I've ever had it. There's like post production on performances when it's filmed,
Hmm.
but everything is like always live. But like for tours and stuff like that, I haven't had anything on my mic ever, and I
Come
want to
on.
because everybody else does. You know, every artist has that.
Woo the T. Come on. You said every artist. You said every. He said every one of y'all.
Everyone, it's the standard. It's not even like oh my gosh, she has tune on her mic. Oh, she
Right.
don't have tune. Like every, it's kind of just like the production backline standard for artists to have,
Okay.
like reverb, delay, in a tune on their microphone as they're singing. But
Okay.
depending on the setup and depending on the production and the bandwidth, sometimes they have that available, other times they don't. But I have yet to like have everything that I would like to have.
Okay, fine. He can have is the industry standard then. That's fine. He doesn't
Yeah.
need any, not all of the bells and whistles. 'Cause I was like, I watched your interview on the Terrell show, and I was like, man, this man's voice is butter. Like it was very. So I was like, if he has it, he has it. If he doesn't, then you don't need it. Is what I'm saying.
Thank you.
You're
Thank you. Thank you.
welcome.
My goal is to not need it, but I would definitely love it.
He was like, help, assistance would be cool. You know,
Right.
just a little, just a tiny bit.
I'll take it if it's there.
What's your favorite thing like you do naturally while you're performing? Because I know you love an inhale, like a little.
Oh my.
he going hit that shit every time. It's going.
Wow, you really do know. You know you know your stuff. Wow. It's so funny because I don't plan things. I don't really feel myself doing it. And so when people point out things to me, they're like, you know, you do that a lot, or you do this a lot. And I'm like, oh, really? I don't like. I think some performers get on stage and they're like, this is my signature thing.
Mhm.
But for me, I kind of black out in a sense. I'm
Oh, I
aware
love
of
that.
I'm aware of what's going on, but I definitely like I try not to be in my head too much. I really love for the music to completely invade and take over my body. Like I said, the
He get
808, that
lost in
bass.
it.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah.
Like all my favorite performers do that. So I think grew up watching my favorite artists just like get lost and just kind of surrender to the music and to the experience and to the moment. I think when you're too in your thoughts or too in your head, like that's when it kind of takes you out of the moment. But if I do my, then that's just what happens. Or if I like,
I was like,
chest
that's
pump.
his hee hee. That's his
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
It's very
That's
it's like
what took me out. Like, yeah,
creating the moment. It's a
yes,
moment.
I
Yeah.
think I like pump my chest a lot. I think I like tap my heel. I noticed.
Yes.
And then I think I say like, "Come on," or "Hey."
Yes, sir. Yes, it's a
um,
head tilt. It's like you like rotating your head a little bit, like you get like it's
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. I think that you're right. I do that. Yeah, there's a couple like little things. My favorite, you asked my favorite. I don't know. I love just the beat. Like I just love like dancing to the beat. Honestly,
Yep.
yeah, that's like I would say that's probably my favorite.
If y'all don't know this man, please, after you watch this, go watch every performance of his you can find. I'm particularly jealous of the people who've gotten to see you live. I live in the DMV area. When's the damn tour? When is the tour?
That is
When
all
is it?
I'm. That is all that I'm working on right now. That's like I just did an interview with Apple Music yesterday, and every interview that I've done, they were like, "So what's next? Like when is the tour? What is going on?" And I've been telling everybody the tour is all I care about. Like I'm just trying to figure that out
Yes.
right now. That is what I'm putting together. I went on my first headline tour last year at the end of the year, and I only did like 6 cities or something. So I
I
want
was
to
like,
do.
why isn't DC on this list? What
I
why?
got you. I'm gonna try to get that city on there. I want to do more cities, more venues, a longer show. Like I said, I love performing, so that's all I've been. If you were to ask my team, who's here, they would tell you that I annoy them, and that's all that I talk to them about. Like, y'all, can we figure out this tour? That's like tour, 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 tour.
I can't. I'm so excited. I will be present. Come DC, Maryland, shit, Virginia too. I'll drive out there for you. Just make sure I'll stay.
I would
No.
love to have you. That would be dope. Yeah, I bringing the YouTube performances like to life in person. I would love to show you that.
I was like, this man, Cole, I'm gonna need you to cut a limo in half, okay, so you can see inside. Put it on the stage so we can get the She Keeps Coming. In
That
that
would be
way, you
fire.
can
That would
get
be
out
fire.
the limo and then.
I love performing that song. Actually, I do and I don't. That's a hard song to sing, to be honest.
And that's why it's my favorite. That's why when you announced the live, I was like, "Ooh, I can't wait to see this live." Because yeah,
That one's a tricky one. My favorite to perform, I love All Over Again. That one's always super, super fun. NASA's always really, really fun. I guess I
yes.
like the more high energy ones. Yeah, I would say probably NASA and All Over Again.
I feel like NASA definitely has like the heavier choreo. All Over Again has choreo too, but NASA's like it's like
NASA's
nonstop
probably
shit.
the most dancey song. And what's crazy and like stupid of me and insane of me is I start out my set with that song every time.
Oh,
But I
you're
think but like
insane.
the brain be the reason like the thinking behind that is to get that shit out the way
The period.
and just
He's like, I'm gonna be
keep
too
it
tired to
going.
do this shit later. Come on, let's knock it out.
Whew, we'll be able to do it.
Listen.
But I just start, I set the tone with it. Oh, Nosebleed is also like a really, for a long time, that was my favorite to perform. That one's really fun to perform.
So, are you ready to tell us why your nose started bleeding or not? Because you answered me on Twitter, but I was like, no. What was it? Because I pay attention. I've seen like sometimes they'll have the tube that connects to like your face. Like Billie Eilish had to do that for one of her videos. I was like, I don't see no tube. I don't. What was it? Tell me, please.
So basically, I'll lay that for you. You know how people can cry on command?
Yes.
So basically, when we filmed that video, I had like I was able to like have like a hemorrhage like on command. The emotion of the song like brought so much adrenaline in my body that the shit just started. It started like it was almost like it was performing. It just like happened. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so
Mm-hmm.
yeah, no,
One.
I'm kidding. There was a I don't give a fuck. There was a tube. It
He
was a
said
tube.
hemorrhaging.
It was a tube and like it just came out and yeah, I did like I only did like one or two takes and
Okay. Oh,
yeah,
that's
all the
lucky.
blood.
Good for you. That you only got it done in 2 takes. Damn.
Yeah, we rehearsed a lot. But I didn't. You can't do that too many times. Yeah.
Looks very uncomfortable to say the least.
It's hard to sing with that for sure, but I've always had that idea. I saw Nosebleed. I had that song in 20. I made that song in 2019 and or 2019 2020. I've had it for a minute and it's been one of my favorite songs I've ever made. And I've always had that idea of like taking it literally of like a nosebleed, even though the song is about like nosebleed stadiums, feeling so far from a person that you don't you
It's
they're
the
in the
double
nosebleed.
entendre. Listen, he does
Yes,
that.
but it's also in the literal sense of like your heart is breaking and you feel so passionate about something that it like causes you to bleed. So I wanted to like take that, do that literally.
I just love it. I was like, usually I can tell because even when they do cover it up, I can see, and I just couldn't see anything. I was waiting to see, and I was like, what?
Mission accomplished.
Absolutely, yes. More than accomplished. I was confused. I was confused. Okay. I watched the ego dance video. I feel like a lot of people watching.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Yeah. No, don't cover your face. Listen, you wasn't covered up in the video. Don't you cover your face. Okay.
No, I like to be covered up.
I was like, how do you feel about the phrase sex symbol as a descriptor? Are you okay with people who simply tap in for the vanity? They're like, oh, he's fine. Let me just go see what he's doing.
Yeah, I'll kind of just like however people feel is how people feel. That's kind of just how I am with everything that I put out because it takes balls to put yourself out there like that and just like do things like that. So I know that like people will just look at me from all kinds of different ways. So yeah, the sex symbol thing. Do I walk around calling myself a sex symbol? Like self-proclaimed? No, not really. But I know that there's just like a sexual side of the artistry and of the sound and like in the music. Yes, like that's it's already engraved into the sound and the work and the art of it all. So I like to look at it as art and like a character and there's so many, like I was saying to my friend, there's so many layers to who I am. Now, is that all that I am? No. So sometimes it bothers me when people
Listen, stop
might
treating this
see
man
that.
like a piece of meat. He is not a
Right.
piece of meat. Okay, is he nice to look
No.
at? Sure, but pay attention to the other things. He is an excellent performer, and the voice is there. Let's.
Whatever, however the people want to do it. If they want to just look at me like a piece of meat, then that's on them. You know, I can't stop them. I can't be mad at it. I mean, Fully was greased up, you know, dancing shirtless to a slow R&B song. But you know, I'm telling a story, and
Yeah.
I love to just show like the different layers of who I am. And there's definitely a side of me that's sexual and confident and like free like that.
Okay, so if you do that, go on. Just make sure you're streaming as well. Make sure you're buying and
Right.
streaming, meat or
Yes,
not. Just come
at
on.
least listen to this song. Add the song to the freaky playlist, to
Come
the
on,
sex
hey.
playlist, to the feel good part of the night. And don't just look and but like engage. Okay,
Engage.
don't touch, or maybe I don't know. It
Oh,
depends.
listen, hey, you already got a whole bunch of women walking around saying, "Hey, tell my husband I said hey." Children are at home waiting. They've been waiting for you. They got food on the stove waiting for you. Okay.
Tell the kids I'm coming home. I'm on the way.
Dad's finally coming home from Walmart, you guys. He's been gone a
Yes,
really long
yes.
time.
Daddy is on the way.
I love it. I love it. If you weren't a performer, man, what else would you be doing? Like what else could you see yourself doing as a career? I know you said you this is all that you've envisioned. There was nothing else that would it scratched an itch for you.
I feel like I would be like either a basketball player or an athlete.
Okay. See, I don't know shit about basketball. I'm a football girl.
Oh, you're a footballer?
I
I
am.
My brother is a football player. But I was always more into basketball than football. But yeah, I feel like I would do that, or like the boring answer was I would still be in entertainment in some way. Like I would like direct music videos, or like of
Yeah.
course like I would be creative in some way. But if it was nothing to do with entertainment or music or some shit. Well, I mean, I also could see myself like as a stylist, or like as a clothing designer, or like an interior designer of like homes. But I'm very competitive, so that's why I was saying like an athlete, or like a basketball player, or a track runner. She's a runner. She's a track star. She running through these niggas like a track star.
Yeah, come on. I was about to say, sing your shit.
Right. I was like, wait, let me sing my shit.
I'm not even gonna pretend like I know any of the positions in basketball. So you just be a basketball player. I don't know their positions and things.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know like which position. I'm really fast. I have good aim, and I have like really good offense.
Okay.
Play great offense.
I played basketball in seventh grade. I only got on the team because I'm tall. I'm like 5'8.5". So they were like, "Yeah, you can get on the team." I ain't know shit. They made me stand by the basket. I made layups. That's all I knew. That's all I knew about basketball. Throw the
That's
ball.
something though.
I
That's
would yeah.
something.
Yeah, for
Yes,
sure.
I feel like I would be somewhere in that world, or like designing something, clothes, homes. Yeah.
Okay. Well, what advice can you give to an artist with a completely fresh slate? Okay, they ain't got no covers out, no music, anything at all. With all the knowledge you have now, what would be like the very first steps you take?
I would say figure out who you want to be. That is what helped me the most.
Hmm.
Like some people, I think just running, which I mean that might work for some people. Some people just run into stuff head first, blind, and then they try to figure out all the other shit after the fact. What really helped me was really breaking down and dissecting, like who the hell is Josh Levi? What does he say? Who is he saying it to? What is he
Yeah.
like? What does he want? What is the story he wants to tell? Like, what is he about? What is he passionate about? Just all of that. I feel like that is the best way to approach like being an artist, is just figure out your point of view, your influences, your sound. Like, what's your type of show, and that's what
Artist
I would say.
development, you
Yeah,
know.
I think it makes it easier in the long run because if you just go for it, which is also like a vibe, you could just go for it. At some point in your career, you're gonna like have to figure those things out. And it can either be like the hard way, or you can just know who you are from the beginning. Because if you know who you are in the beginning, then you don't leave so much opportunity for people to tell you who you are. But if you have it figured out, then you can tell people who you
That question was for me, for all of my beautiful supporters. For all of
It's
my
like I'm
wonderful
asking the
supporters.
audience. The audience has this question. Actually, this one's for me personally.
Listen, I didn't invite you on here just to get free game, but I appreciate it. That question was for me, for all of my babies who want music from me, who want me to sing and things. That's what I'm doing. Y'all heard it from a professional. I'm an artist development. Okay, I want to know exactly what I'm doing before I get involved. I want to know exactly where I'm going and how to press forward and just know where I'm coming from. That is so important. So thank you for saying that. Y'all heard it.
Of course. That really helped me for real. Like I didn't do that in the beginning. I think I did it like in the middle. And sometimes I wish I did it in the beginning, but ultimately I probably did it like at the right time. God one day like just connected the dots, but I it would have helped a lot. I feel like if I knew it a little sooner, because so many people will tell you who you are and tell you who you are like and what you should do and who you should be
Mm-hmm.
and what you should sound like, what you should look like. But if you already have a sense of yourself, it just kind of levels evens like the playing field a little bit.
Absolutely, especially because obviously I'm not in the industry, but from what I've seen from the outside looking in, a lot of people just can't be authentically themselves. It's a lot of recreating taking place. There's a lot of
Yeah,
they need to have this in order to be the successful. They need to move here and do that. Like
yeah,
it's a lot of maneuvering to the point where we're just lacking genuine connection with artists.
yeah,
That's low key why I created this. I was like, this is to have a conversation, like, because I know y'all just deal with so much as artists and people trying to pick y'all apart and shit. I'm like, bro, they're people. They use the gifts God gave them, and they're celebrated for that. But don't strip them of their humanity.
right,
Don't
right, right,
strip them
right.
of their
Nah,
personhood. That is what's valuable. That's what's most valuable at the
for
end of the
sure,
day.
for sure. Yeah, no, it's definitely a challenge. It's not easy. But yeah, I mean, it's just what comes with it. And yeah, I love being an artist. I love making things that people connect with, and I still get like imposter syndrome sometimes, but that's like I mean all the time, honestly. But
Oh
that's what
wow.
I love about being an artist is like when any one person like that's one of the things that make me happy when any one person like you is like I love She Keeps Coming and I love that song or like I love your performances or I appreciate or I see myself in something that you've made like that shit that is what keeps me going.
I love it. Okay. We're down. I'm down to my last question. It's the last one I got for you. I know you're a mama's boy. I'm a
I am.
mama's girl. Shout out to our moms. If you
Yep.
can, please go donate to her GoFundMe. I'll have the link in the description box of this episode. They're so close to hitting their goal. Go donate if you're able. I want
You're
to
an angel,
know.
thank you.
Oh, stop it. Stop that. I want to know because my mom speaks life into me all the time. What's the best piece of advice that she's giving you that you gonna carry throughout your whole career? And if you can't pick one, give me like two or three.
Damn, oh my god, so much. I think the only reason that I even can function is because of just the things that my mom has spoken into me and just like the faith that she's had in me. I don't even know where to start. My mom has told me so many things. I think she does a great job of reminding me who I am. And that's something that you constantly have to do in this life and in just I mean like for me being an artist, like it's so easy to question yourself, to doubt yourself, to um, feel inadequate and to feel like it's not you're not good enough. I feel like that every day. Today is Friday. I literally felt like that on Wednesday.
Wow.
Yesterday was like positive for me, but it's like it depends kind of, I don't know, it just kind of depends on the day. But my mom does a great job of like reminding me who I am and reminding me that regardless, with or without approval, validation,
Mm-hmm.
I'm still Josh.
Come
Like,
on.
and that's something that I think, I mean, that's kind of to take it to ego, not to even like promote the song, but
No, promote it.
that's
Yeah, stream.
yeah, stream actually fuck that. Stream ego
Come on.
just to bring it back to the single. Nah. No, but that really is what that song is. It's like a deeper meaning to me at least. I know some people just might have it in their sex playlist or whatever, but it actually is like deep. Like ego is with or without validation, have confidence and stand in your power.
Yeah, come on. Yeah.
That's one of the things that's really helped me so much. Like I've been really blessed to have people I really look up to like see me and applaud me and like post or just appreciate the things that I'm doing or like I don't know support me, and that feels amazing. I'm not gonna lie, it feels so great, and I feel so happy when things like that happen. But what my goal is, and something that I think probably my mom has helped me to do, is like kind of balance and feel that way and kind of sustain consistent belief in yourself regardless of who is like putting that stamp of approval or who is like patting you on the back or applauding.
Absolutely.
And that really helps kind of like whatever room you walk into or whatever stage you're on to kind of just always have that consistent thing. That's probably why for my Vivo performances, I would perform with the same energy that I would for my own show or I don't know any other thing. I treat kind of everything the same.
We could be in a closet or in a stadium. You gonna get the
It
same shit.
it don't matter in the backyard, in the parking lot,
Come on.
in this studio in here, like just bring it all the time, every time, and own it and be your best self every time. I think those are some of the best, my favorite things that my mom has advice that she's given me.
Well, I love it. Thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you.
You're
Thank you.
incredible. This man is so talented. Tell us where we can follow you and what you got going on. Now you're promoting it. Come on, yeah.
Well, hey y'all, if y'all like R&B,
Yeah.
if you like you some good old R&B and cornrows, then just type in Josh Levi uh, on everything, and you'll see both of those things. Um, but yeah,
Oh,
Extreme Disc 2 scratched up,
come on.
and go check out the performances that Kiyoshi here likes. Am I saying your name right?
You are. You said it
Okay,
perfect.
great.
Yeah.
The performances, the single ego, and the new songs. Just listen to the music.
Come on, man, because it's good music. Because it's good
Thank you.
music, and yeah, all the performances, everything. There are some babies who got the live shows on YouTube as well. Go find them. Go.
What's your favorite song I put up?
It probably is. She keeps coming. I do love Nosebleed. I love Heaven as well, but I can't listen to her often. She makes it made me a little emotional. I don't like being like that, but but it's still an excellent song.
That's
Yeah,
good.
all of those. But the whole project, man. My sister put me on a disc one after I found NASA. She was like, "Go back and listen." I was like, "Okay." I did that as well.
Shout
No,
out
but
to
it's
you, sis.
yeah, hey Zion. But yeah, man, all the music is good. He performs. He has the face, but more importantly, he has the vocals and the stage presence and the talent. We putting talent back in the front and center. Y'all just been real misguided for a while. I'm trying to let y'all know that's what's most important. So thank you so much for being here. And
Absolutely.
and thank you
Thank
to
you.
everybody who's watching on Patreon. I'll see y'all next season. Bye.